Okay. Like how I just abruptly ended. Fuck it. Let's because we're starting to talk nonsense. I think.
I was talking serious, but
What
thanks
about
a lot.
that segue? Let's just end it.
What you're talking about sucks. Okay, so the end of the show here. What's your question? What's your question? You asked.
Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. Happy Memorial Day. Memorial Day.
This is Jesse.
Yeah, I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And that's Tom. Look at him.
And I'm ready for Memorial Day weekend.
Right?
Today is Memorial Day, 2023.
That's the Memorial Day is it's not Veterans Day, but it's
but it's definitely
it's like in remembrance.
it's if you will, it's for memorializing people past and veterans.
Oh, I thought it was just mainly veterans.
We've always done our relatives. Not a lot of veterans in my line. Not a lot of people, serving their country.
You know what I think about it? I don't have a lot of. I probably do have a lot of dead relatives, but I don't know.
I have a whole line of people who died before me. That's like lots and lots.
I have
of people.
like a whole lineage.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that leaned before me.
Before I was knighted.
No, I apparently, like a couple generations back, I had a ton of veterans. My cousin's a veteran. I am not. That's
I have two cousins are veterans.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, seriously. We've said it before. All the veterans out there, thank you very, very much for what you've done. For people that have died, thank you for being part of our country at one time. And now you're dead. And that
now you're dead.
Sucks. So
right. Yeah. No, I always thought. I guess that's a good way to do it, though. It's like you remember.
Yeah.
You remember like your past.
Yeah. Like, hey, remember your aunt?
Nope,
remember her? Like, who is she? Well, you remember that lady was drunk all the time? Oh, yeah.
She's dead.
I remember her. That's what Memorial Day is all about.
Drinking and eating hot dogs.
Yeah, seriously. If you have lost somebody, go see their gravesite and then come back and have a barbecue. That's the American way.
Or have a barbecue there.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen that quite a bit lately. Like people partying it up at the cemetery, which, it's like, hey,
I'd want that.
I want my family coming and visiting me when I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know? Hey.
Piss on my grave. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead.
I won't know. Or maybe I will. And I'll haunt you,
Like, motherfucker, you just piss on my grave.
Memorial. Ooh, I'll scare the shit out.
I'll flick your wiener.
But yeah, I've seen that quite a bit. I don't know. Blanca's family, like they frequently drink at their relatives' grave sites.
I mean,
until the cops come and kick them out. It
was weird the other day. Me and Alicia were driving. I think it was me and Alicia or me by myself. Anyway, we're going past the cemetery that's right here off Olympia. And there's someone was camping. They were inside like a little tent.
I saw the same thing.
They were hanging out. So I don't know if they were just hanging out for the day and just kind of sitting in this tent.
Kind of a weird day to do it, right? I mean, just like if you weren't visiting someone, right? Like just pop a tent right there on the gravestone.
I'll just camp here. It looks like a nice place.
Yeah. I mean, all the RV parks are booked up, so I just switched up over at the local cemetery.
I just wonder, would you spend the night at a graveyard? You know how it seems
haunted.
creepy.
They're haunted. I would not. No, I don't know. Yeah, they probably are fine. It just seems like a very creepy thing to do, but that's because of our culture. We don't respect death. We fear it. So
that's true. Well, you're serious though, kind of.
No, I guess we do. Yeah,
because you look at other cultures, right. They kind of have the celebration of death.
Yeah, in China, in Mexico, they actually they build paper cars and mansions and stuff for their ancestors, and then I think they build paper cars and mansions and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think they burn them, and then they burn, and then the idea is that they get those things in heaven. So our people are just really poor up there. They got nothing. No. They burn fake money for them.
Well, it's because when someone dies, people are like little vultures and trying to
I know, we take their money. That's our culture.
What do you leave me? What do you leave me?
You son of a bitch. That's mine. That's kind of the way that a lot of Americans handle it.
Actually, Alicia's sister's boyfriend George.
Mm-hmm.
he today actually is heading to Mexico because like he just found out his father had passed away.
Oh,
and I guess he heard that his maybe had left him something.
Oh,
so yeah, rest in peace to him.
Yeah,
but I don't think he knew him. Like I don't think they were close.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
do they celebrate Memorial Day in Mexico?
Yeah, right. I think that's an American.
I think that's totally American.
I think that's
red, white, and blue, baby. Red, white,
we
and
don't
blue.
run. These colors don't run.
These colors don't run. It's like Alabama too, or something.
Yeah.
You're like,
these colors don't run.
Roll red.
I don't know. That to me sounds different though. For like the South saying stuff like that sounds more
for
racist.
Real, it's totally, completely racist. Let's be real. There's America, and then there's the South. They're not the same.
Serious. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'd be afraid to go to the South, and I don't know if it's like that because obviously.
I think I'd fit in quite well, but I still wouldn't enjoy it very much.
Although the cool Southern accent to me would be the like Colonel Sanders looking.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Where's my chicken?
Like what's his name?
Yeah.
Foghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn. Is that? Is he the one? I'll say.
I'm surprised they didn't kill that guy because he looked like a good piece of meat.
He probably. There had been some episode where they did that in memoriam to Foghorn Leghorn.
That's a cool accent, though.
Yeah,
I used to love that. And then
I'll say it. Yeah,
I'm chicken hawk, and he's all wanting to fight. That's me. You're Foghorn Leghorn. I'm the chicken hawk because I'm so small. This is so tiny.
Oh man, I tell you.
Put them up.
Good old cartoons. I love old cartoons. The South, that South doesn't have old cartoons. They're not America.
Speaking of old shows, we always watch, and I don't know, I might have spoke before, but we always watched in the mornings. It just happens to be on like old game shows.
Yeah.
Concentration was on this morning.
Concentration. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, you know what trips me out?
You have to focus really hard on something, I'm guessing.
No, it'll be like pictures.
Okay.
It'll be like a toe, and then it'll be pointing to the nail.
Oh.
And then it'll say plus it, and then it'll have like another picture. You got to like solve what it means. Nail it hard, and it'll be like something hard, like a rock or something.
Gotcha.
Nail it rock or something. You got to guess what it is.
But it's like a known saying, like.
Not always.
Like kill two birds with one stone.
It'll be stuff like that, yeah.
So kind of like Jeopardy in a way, or not Jeopardy. What's the one?
Little different.
That one. Wheel of Fortune, like that one, kind of where you got to solve the puzzle that I can never solve.
Yeah,
ever.
so it's like kind of matching too, because it'll be like number 26.
Yeah,
and it'll be like car, and you'll be like number 13. Blow dryer. And it's not a match, or they'll be like wild.
Oh,
yeah, it's like it's kind of cool. It's a cool little...
It's an impossible game.
But
you just get random like.
Yeah, so it'll be like 30 squares.
So then my brain would be fixated on car blow dryer.
So there'd be like, you don't see the picture.
Yeah.
And you're guessing.
Oh.
As you're guessing.
Who sees the picture?
There's two members like us, right?
Oh, so I'm seeing the picture, and I'm trying to tell you.
You don't see a picture yet.
So you guess.
No. We're competing against each other right now.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
There's 50 squares, we'll say.
Okay.
It's probably less than that. It's probably like 30 or less. But you pick like number 1.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll pick like number 6
and
to see
you
if
see
there's
the
a
same
match.
Ones.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I see.
And you're trying to match, and once a match happens, it'll open up slowly, start opening the picture.
And then you got to guess what the picture is.
So like you'll give a chance. It'll just be like 2 corners. You're like, well, I don't know, fucking.
I see.
Blue balls, and you're like, no, that's not it.
Sorry, Jesse, not blue balls.
It'll continue until you can see pretty much everything. Or there's people who are like, they'll somehow guess it.
Yeah, just good random guess,
dude. Yeah, some people I've guessed it without it all being. But they're as they're doing it, like you're winning like a like I said, a blow dryer or a trip to Africa or something crazy.
Yeah, your standard prizes.
Yeah. But the host is none other than Alex Trebek.
Really?
Yeah, I was tripped out when I seen it. I was like, "What?
Alex
I thought he only did Jeopardy."
Is that before he went?
No, he was doing dual.
Wow,
he was dual citizenship.
God, talking about Memorial Day, that guy with his dual citizenship in both shows.
JJ thinks he looks like Joel from the Last of Us show.
Oh, okay.
You haven't watched it? Check it out. But
interesting.
He has his standard.
Yeah, Alex Trebek
mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked old then.
Yeah.
He aged, actually, if you think about that,
Pretty
dude
well.
aged pretty good.
Yeah.
Because wasn't he like 99 when he died or some shit?
I don't know if he was that old, but I mean, well, who's Bob Barker? He's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 130.
Yeah, and counting. No, I mean, he was old when he was on Happy Gilmore. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, like,
Bob Barker
he's
kicked
still
his
hanging
ass.
in there. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
How old was he then? 60?
I don't know. Oh, he had to been older than that. 70 or something, right? Like, I mean, yeah.
Happy Gilmore's a pretty old movie.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's
90s,
like,
right?
We're talking a 20-plus-year-old movie, probably 30.
Yeah.
No, it can't be like 30.
Yeah, you know what?
It's got to be like 25, 22, something like that.
But
Good movie. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have anything.
All right, thank you guys.
That's it for this Memorial Day episode. Enjoy your barbecue.
We just want to say Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, no. Well, you know, we were laughing because we had to start with Memorial Day because every time we have a holiday, we never.
Yeah, we forgot Mother's Day.
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Did we skip that week?
No. Well,
No, we didn't do that because
we?
Mother's Day was a Sunday, so we didn't do it that week. Yeah,
I think you're right.
yeah,
So we did skip it. We meant to do it later in the week, but you know,
No,
hey,
I don't think we did. We just we're like
skipped it?
season 5 is coming, so let's just
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. If we were professional, we would have done it later in the week, but we didn't.
Or we
held off.
or what some podcasters do, they'll film
And
multiple episodes. Oh, Happy Gilmore 96.
96. Okay.
Dude,
so
I was 16.
23 years. Is that right?
That's very wrong. It's the year 2023 right now.
Right.
So it's
Okay,
older
so no.
than 23
Son of a
years.
I'm a bad mathematician. That's why.
So it's like 27 years or something like that. Right?
I carried wrong.
So 23 years.
No, 27. You're right.
Yeah,
27.
So you were close, 30
23,
years.
add the 4. There you go. Well,
Anyway,
it's a Monday morning.
it's Memorial Day. I'm so
Day.
tired.
From
all the drinking I did.
I went to bed at 11 last night. It was very late.
We went to bed. I went to bed at like 1.
God, I can't do it.
We were
anymore.
watching the Subway Jared Fogle.
I saw
molester.
him frozen on
Bro.
the screen last night when we came in.
What a sick little man.
Yeah,
that guy is.
I don't know all the details, but I know enough.
Dude, watch that. It's actually pretty good, but it's
Is
just
it?
like he was.
Not great, right?
Yeah, the girl that discovered it knew she had basically been trying to get him caught for a hot minute.
Ever since he was doing Joel.
She hated him from the start because he was just like he would say, oh, you know, talking about like little, like, I'm talking like
So
our son's age.
how did
kids.
this gal know? Like, how was she? aware?
Because people
was
like
she a
that.
producer or something? Or
I don't. She was like she was something like she was a radio. She was on the radio, like a radio host or
Oh, okay.
something, and like he kind of
Kinda
got
like-
close to her, and so he kind of started becoming like friends. He was always calling her, and so he started. He would say stupid shit like and she was like this-
jokes or something.
yeah, he would just mention things, and so she was just like, "That's weird," and so she started actually getting out of him and started like, "Fuck that, I'm recording this shit."
Mm.
And so a lot of it she recorded, but she couldn't use it
Because it was illegal recording.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
But then the FBI was like, "Well, we can't use that, but we could probably arrest you because that's illegal." Like she was getting
her because you can't, right?
yeah. We know he's like a fucking child predator, but you know what?
recorded him, so
And he's a millionaire, and I love Subway.
Yeah. He walked that fat off by eating sandwiches. That makes no sense, by the way.
He would eat
The
a turkey.
whole thing.
He would eat a 6-inch turkey sub and then a veggie delight. Is what
I
they
bet
said.
he would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So,
it was crazy, but it was like years she's known about this, and they wouldn't do anything.
yeah,
Like they just didn't have evidence, or
right.
so it took a hot minute.
I heard, didn't he like fly to Thailand or something? Like,
Oh yeah,
isn't
because
that-
he mentions that like there's video, like the video when you're watching this, you hear him talking to her. Like,
Why is-
no, Thailand? Yeah, you can buy like little 10-year-olds. And
Why is
do
he
this.
openly talking about that?
To
Like,
her?
he
'Cause,
knows.
well, she made it look like she was into it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
She's like, oh yeah, no, tell me about it. So she sounded like when she would talk, she sounded like
She made
a
herself-
sex phone operator type. Like she would use her voice like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so
tell
she
me more.
made
And I'm like, oh.
but
and she hated it. She was like, she had 2 kids.
yeah.
And the sad part, like, this is where, and this has nothing to do with this, but she did something.
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
She did something good and stopped this dude from being a fucking little pervy guy.
Right.
Even his like guy that was in charge of like his foundation was like filming child porn, and that guy. So
everybody involved in his little orbit.
So the guy that was in charge of his foundation was like, he was married, and him and his wife got in trouble because
his wife was involved too.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. So the foundation dude's wife was involved, and she was like wanting to have sex with her own daughters. It was nasty, bro. Like that whole like it was. Okay,
apparently I don't know anything.
No, dude, I didn't know a lot of this stuff. I was just like, this is disgusting. But the sad part to me was this lady who kind of like blew the lid off.
Yeah,
or whatever.
This gal you're talking about. The journalist, whatever.
She pretty much like, because of that, like her kids don't even want nothing to do with her
because like, she brought down Jared.
Because because she like she would have to get up in the middle of the night sometimes, because if he called and did a recording, because she started working with the FBI, she'd have to go take those right away. And so
the FBI actually threatened her so that she would work with them, but
corroborated.
But she was already trying to work. Like, to bring him down. So why'd they have to threaten her? Like, we'll put you in prison if you don't wear a wire. She's like, I'm already wearing a wire.
I'm already recording this shit.
I'm already doing it. He's like, well, now it's official.
But like, she pretty much like has like an estranged relationship with her own kids. Because she's a hero.
Did she essentially abandon them for this? Like, she was super involved in it. And they're like, well, what about us? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I got you.
And so like, now they don't want nothing to do with her. Screw you, Mom. You ruined my life. You know what? You should have let him walk.
You cared about everybody else's kids, but not your own, Mom. I know. I can hear the argument now.
Yeah, but I was just like, that's, it was actually very sad when you think about it. Because,
it's horrible.
She sacrificed a lot. And it just made me think, like, being good's not
easy. Awesome. Yeah, being good sucks, man. It's
like, good people, nothing really. If you're a good person, a lot of times you get the shit end of the stick.
You do it because it's the right thing.
You do.
That's
and it's not always going to work out for you in the end. Like, you're going to do the right thing, and so you can sleep at night.
Right.
But you might lose a lot.
If you have a conscience,
you lose a lot in that process. You know what I mean?
You can. So, well, it's like those, you take those.
It's not always that way, but
those ethics classes or whatever. I never really took them because they got pretty complicated pretty quick. But they do like the moral dilemma type stuff where they talk you through like actual ethical thinking. It gets to the point of like, what's the right thing? But they'll ask you questions like an example, like you live in a village that's getting stormed by invaders or whatever, and your job is to stay at a spot and to guard that spot or do whatever. But your family's unknown to you if they're safe or not 3 blocks down at their house. Do you go to your family or do you stay in your assigned spot?
Love you, fam. I'm on my way.
But that's the ethical question, because if everybody does that, then the whole thing breaks down.
Well, that's what it is. What is it?
But what is the, it's
sacrifice the few for the many or something like that. What's that term? You know what I mean?
Right. The thing that everyone thinks is biblical, but is actually from like Star Trek or something.
Yeah, it's probably.
What is it? Yeah. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or something.
Yeah. It's like Star Trek or something. Yeah. But no, I mean, that's such a true saying.
But I mean, that's like, I don't know, but it's like, like listening to like Sammy the Bull's podcast and stuff. It's like you can hear the morality, like the ethics.
Well, see, I think that's the cool thing about the mafias. They had that.
They had a code. And it may not quite jive with your traditional values of life,
but they had something.
But they had a code. I mean, it's like, there was something
no women and children.
Yeah, like you're not gonna just whack a kid. But man, not that some of them didn't try, as we learned.
Yeah, serious. No, there's some times when you like apply for a job. I've taken like these tests. It's like, if you find a wallet with, what do? Do you keep it or do you turn it in? So I'm answering these questions like, I would turn it in.
Yeah,
I would do this.
Wrong.
No, seriously, I would never get those jobs.
Right.
When I had
know.
those,
I've had
either
I'm that too.
Like reading the question wrong. I'm wondering now,
or they're like, this guy's lying.
He's lying. He's too nice.
Great. We're a bank. You keep the wallet.
Yeah, you keep the wallet because you have to give it back. You don't keep it for yourself. I'm like, what?
Give the wallet to me. I'm your manager.
I know. I want that $100. But no, it would ask ethical type questions like that. Probably nothing in depth of the words. Like, I'm in a village and getting shot at. Your family might die.
It's World War II. I don't know. That's the only one I remember.
Like, wait, what I remember. We haven't done World War III. What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh,
I would love to do
World War III.
I would love to be like so literal. Be like, hey, I got a question about this. This doesn't make sense.
Right. Hold on. So I'm in a new war.
But like, can I get a scenario? Like,
no, it's a hypothetical war. Okay, so hypothetically.
But what war? Whose war? Yeah. Who's involved?
Who's invading?
I need to know these things.
Someone serious?
Because it's like Scotland's on our side, or are they against us? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Are the Irish with us or against us?
The Canadians, are they invading? Because if they're invading, I probably stay where I'm at. If it's like, because
I mean, the Mounties, they're pretty trained, so
they're pretty polite. They're pretty polite people.
Aren't Mounties? I think they're like pretty highly trained.
I think they are.
They ride moose. They ride mice.
From what I've seen in cartoons, they frequently ride moose.
They don't use horses. They use moose.
Yeah.
What's a flock of moose? Meese?
Don't even know. They ride on a bunch of.
It's
mooses.
just mooses.
They're just mooses.
Have you seen that video?
Moose all over the
place. They're trying to learn English. And it's like funny. There's just someone just showing how annoying American language could be.
Yes.
He's like, it's like geese and goose, right? Okay, it's geese. And then, okay, is it moose? If there's a lot, he goes, well, meese.
Right.
No, it's mooses.
You idiot.
And you're like,
which mooses doesn't sound right either.
He's like, wait, what?
Mooses actually does not sound right.
Mooses?
Is it mooses?
I don't know if
there were 18 mooses.
I'm an idiot, so I don't know.
No, I'll bet you keep the singular, which in itself doesn't really make sense. Moose. There were 18 moose walking up the hill.
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
That's probably correct.
You're the teacher, not me.
But, well, it's even as a teacher, it's hard.
Does he have a computer?
Because
I don't know.
Our language is based on like 3 different root languages. And instead of them doing the work in the beginning and being like, you know what, let's consolidate some of this down and let's make our language make sense. We're just like, no. So you have rules that typically work, but you've got all these like roots that cause issues, and it's just dumb. It could be fixed in a heartbeat. Why do we have 18 spellings for one sound?
Like read?
Yeah.
Right. Read.
I mean, there's tons of words like that. And
there is. It's weird.
And even like I know the stuff, and I get confused some days. It's like, hold on, wait, let me think about.
So it's Finn, Fin, or if it's Phin?
Yeah, Finn, or is it GH? Sometimes they can make it sound. I mean, but rarely, very rarely. I'm just like, what?
I'm trying to think of a word with a GH. Ganache.
Laugh.
Oh no, laugh. Ganache isn't like.
Ganache.
Oh no, I thought spelt starting with GH.
I
know what you mean.
Like,
no.
Okay. Oh, I see.
No, I was like, what word starts with GH? That sounds like an F.
A made up one.
Fat.
Yeah.
How do you spell fat? GHAT.
Greatly hot and tempting. You remember that years ago?
Yeah, PHAT.
One time,
pretty hot and tempting.
I had a quote unquote girlfriend in middle school, one of the stupid, like not really a girlfriends. And this kid goes, yo, your girlfriend fat? I'm like, I think she's like quite slim, thank you. And then he's like, no, man, like pretty hot and tempting. I'm like, we're in 6th grade. Yeah.
I mean, she's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She wasn't hot. She was like kind of like, I mean, normal temperature, I guess.
She like warm, lukewarm. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll feel her later. I don't know. Sure. I don't want to get sick.
I'll let you know later. If she's really hot, I'm going to walk away.
I don't want to get sick. She might have COVID. I don't know about that.
I tell you, some of the sayings.
But anyway, how's your week been? Mine was interesting yesterday.
Yeah. Well, you had.
We should start with yours. I don't know. Your story is pretty good, though.
So my week was fine.
I don't know if we should start with mine, just get it over with, or yours.
Well, what do you want to do? It's
Go
up
ahead.
to you.
Yours is cooler.
Well, do we end with that then?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
So basically, I'll just start with mine.
Okay,
mine's not as interesting.
It is interesting.
It is interesting.
Because it was a pain in the ass, I'm sure.
It was. We were in Oregon, so we were in Portland. It was my nephew's birthday. Happy 21st, Isaiah. It was a great time. Played musical chairs. I won one of the rounds. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Congratulations.
Everyone was drinking, and it was cool because I was manning the grill, and yeah, seeing people drink now, it's weird. Like I don't like if they're just drinking, sipping, it's cool. But when you see them get to that point, and I just look, really, and I'm just like, damn. They're like, Jesse, come here. It's time for shots. I'm like, nah, I'm not drinking. I'm good. You know, like. I'm like, oh, okay.
You miss it less and less and less as you see more.
Kind of. Because I heard a conversation between a couple, we'll just say, and it just resonated with me because I was there. I was that. Yeah. I was the drunk being talked to by the wife.
I got you.
And that same, like I could see that and I was like, God, I'm such an idiot. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, it was a great time. We're leaving yesterday. We're getting ready. We were actually going to get ready to go shopping and do some stuff. And then we get a call from Alicia's sister who lives in Yakima because our other nephew was here. Or he was in Portland as well, you know, celebrating. So it was Eli, who's been on the show, and his brother. They were leaving. They left around 7-ish, went to go hike Multnomah Falls, having a great old time. And then we get the call around 10:30. They're fucking broke down about 45 minutes past Multnomah Falls on the side of the road. The car stopped working. So we're like, well, shit, let's go. So we load up the kids. It's, you know, Elena, JJ, Alicia, and me. And so we load up everything. We go there. We go to like Walmart, whatever, grab some like oil because it's like, you know, maybe the oil's low or something because the car shut off or whatever. Grab a couple things. Very similar to what happened with my truck, where my truck motor blew. We get there, put in the oil, put in the coolant because that was empty. Nothing worked. We jump it, then it makes the noise similar to what my truck made. Yeah. Not quite as loud, but it's there. It's obviously a little Honda, so it's not going to be as loud.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, fuck, you know, I don't know how far Yakima is from where we're at, 2 hours or something.
Right, because you're still down in Oregon.
Yeah, we're by the Dalles.
Yeah.
And so we're about, 10 minutes from Dallas. Dallas, that's one spelt weird too. To me.
D-A-L-L-E-S?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalles.
Well, but anyway. Dice?
Right. So we're calling, well, not we're calling. I was like, well, let's get a car trailer. We'll tow with our car and we can tow it back. We'll get a trailer or something. So I go to U-Haul. They don't have anything. And it's a big U-Haul. And it's the only U-Haul open. The other ones around it, the guys at the U-Haul, it was this guy and this girl, they were looking up. Well, there's a trailer here, but they're closed. I'm like, well, what does that do me? They're not open till Monday. I'm like, okay, well, yes. Again, doesn't help,
Yeah.
And then come back, we go, well, let's fucking gas up. We need to gas up anyway. I'll check some, stores. Maybe they got like tow bars, something I could buy real quick, something easy that I can just tow the car with without pulling a rope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Because that is white knuckle
sketchy.
Stipe.
Yeah. You can't do that for hours on a freeway.
Oh no! And then the way to Yakima, you go over the bridge and then you're up in like the hills, and it's not cool.
Was that Bridge of the Gods or whatever? What bridge did you have to go over?
No, just the one right there by Biggs.
Yeah.
And then you're just through the mountains. You go through Status Pass or whatever it's called. But we go to Fred Meyer's because the wife wants some coffee. She needs to use the restroom. And we get a call from her other sister who lives in Oregon. Was like trying to help, trying to find stuff. She's like, we found something, Jaime. Like he has it reserved in his name. There's a trailer that's really close to you guys. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, send the address. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Come to find out, I look up the address. I'm sitting there because I go into Fred Meyer's and I'm looking for the, tow bar or whatever. And then I look at the address and I was like, I text her. I go, literally, I was just at that U-Haul. Literally.
So you missed it by
minutes.
By 10 minutes, maybe this guy bringing it back.
Oh yeah. I almost guarantee when we left, they were coming down. Yeah. They were probably on their way there.
Right.
Anyway, we go, we get the trailer, load up the car. Well, the trailer has these ramps and we had to push this car up it and we can't. So we let it fall back and then we try to rock it back up there and we can't. So I was like, no, I'm like, babe, I'm going to use your car. I'm going to push this bitch up that.
Yeah.
So we end up, I put stuff in between the car. So She held the like big ass duffel bag that had all our clothes in it.
Yeah.
So I started pushing it, and the trailer starts moving a little bit. So we put some rocks under the tires, and then Eli and my wife were kind of like trying to hold down the front as we push it, and we finally get the car on the trailer, thank God, and then load it up, and then we head off to good old Yakima, and then that was the adventure. But we started around 10:30, leaving, we'll say 10:40, and we didn't get home ourselves till a little after 7. So we were on the road for a good 8-9 hours
for a 4-hour drive.
Not even a 4-hour drive. It's from their house. Yeah, it's about three and a half hours, 3.5 hours.
Wow.
So yeah,
everybody made it back safe, right?
That's it. That's all that counts. But I'm just glad, we were able to help him out and stuff, because that would have been annoying.
Right.
Because I've been there. You helped us. So I was like, I got help. I got to return. Got to do was it pay forward?
Pay it forward.
Got to pay it forward. Yeah. Anytime I hear that, I think of that movie.
Hey,
Kevin Spacey.
Your nephews are stuck. Oh, sorry.
Not my nephews.
By marriage.
How fucked up. Yeah. Who was that? No, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you. Drop call.
But no, I just wonder, like, yeah, dude, it would have sucked because, and I'll end on this one, but so when we were there, a cop comes up. This
while you're trying to load this car, or
before that, we're trying to figure out what's going on. This cop pulls up, fucking pulls his gun out. No, I'm just kidding. He was actually fucking cool as shit.
Move your car now. Okay, it's dead.
The cool thing is they broke down on a part of the highway that is very wide, like wide enough for like a semi to be chilling, and not have to worry about getting hit.
Yeah,
I was able to like
one of those pull out type.
Yeah, I was able to like maneuver my car back and forth.
Nice
to do all this stuff.
Yeah,
if I wasn't, it would have been so shitty. But the cop was such a cool guy. I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head. It was Michael something because he gave me his card. But he was like, "Hey, everything all right?" Blah blah blah. We tell him the story, whatever. And then he was like, "Well, hopefully you guys don't use AAA." He goes, "Because I'm just gonna let you know now. The last couple of days we've had people break down, and AAA's they kind of don't make that a priority because they're not really, these tow companies aren't really getting paid really well." He's like, "So just letting you know, if you go that route,
you might be here a while.
You might be here a while." Because I had a guy the other day break down, and sure enough, he's like, "I got AAA." He's like, "All right," he left. Then he ends up getting a call saying, "Hey, it's it's pretty late at night. They haven't showed up. They were supposed to be here like
they're still
7 hours ago." Yeah. So the cop, he goes, "Do you got that number to the tow company?" And so the cop gives it to him, and that guy probably had to take a second mortgage out to get his car towed.
And
that's what I was worried about.
Hey, and just for you listeners out there, shout out to our new sponsor, AAA.
Yeah. And it was funny because I was just telling Lisa, I go, I wish I had AAA when we were coming out of Walmart, because I would, because you can go up to 250 miles.
Yeah.
But anyway, the cop was really cool. He was like, "Okay," he goes, "I'll tag it tonight. You have 24 hours usually when you tag a car. You have about 24 hours."
So he waited for the night to tag it?
Yeah, he was going to wait till later to
make
tag
sure
it.
That you guys were able to.
He's like, and if he goes, "Here's my card," he goes, "and if by chance, like whatever reason you're not able to get it, just keep me updated and I'll make sure to watch it." And he goes, "But this is a Honda.
Yeah,
you probably want to get it out pretty quick."
Great. Yeah,
people like to take parts. He's like, "But hey, if just kind of keep me updated and I'll keep an eye on it if it's going to be over a day or something." He was I don't know. He was such a just a cool officer. He didn't jump out and just to start assuming, you know how like you see videos where like, "Give me your license and registration."
Yeah.
It was not like, he was just like, "Hey, what's going on? Everything cool?" Yeah, okay. He's like, "Well, here's my card." So I told Lisa, I was like, "Hey, text that cop. Just kind of like let him know, what's going on, that we got everything." That way he's kind of
so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So she texted him, and he texted, "Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you guys are able to get it." Like, yeah, he's the one who told me where that U-Haul was in the Dallas that we went to and stuff. So
nice,
super guy. He was a really cool guy. I said I should have joked around with him and put my hands up. "Oh, don't shoot."
You cops are always shooting everybody.
Yeah, you joke around, see how he'd react.
It's like, haha.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I was going to tell this asshole where U-Haul is, but you know what? Fuck you, buddy.
Serious. No, but he was like super cool. He was
That's good.
He never once like questioned anything. He just, all right, if there's anything I could do,
Yeah.
give me a call.
Yeah.
You know, I got you, boo. I thought that was weird.
He took you back behind the car, but here's what you're gonna have to do for me, buddy.
And then what the kids were like, so Junior and Eli, Junior's Eli's brother. He's older. He's about I think he's about Leo's age, so he's about 23 or so. But we were joking. But he's like, I don't know how it got brought up about that cop, and they were joking like something like romantically, you know. And I was like, yeah. They're like, do you think they like do that with their wives, like as a cop? You know, dress up and do that. I'm like, yeah. He's probably just in his like utility belt though.
Yeah.
When he shows up, all right, I'm here to arrest you.
Hands behind your back.
Yeah. Assume the position.
But like he'd be so in the routine, he's just actually arresting her. Like he forgets,
he's all forceful.
The
cuffs are a little tight. Shut your mouth.
He just like lightly
tases her.
All right, you're gonna sit down here for me. I'm gonna read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used.
Reading the Miranda rights. God, this is boring.
You have the right to my. No.
I'm gonna use my piece on you,
man.
But anyway, that was our story. That was yesterday, and I didn't want to do shit. And so today, I don't really want to do shit.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I had a similar scenario.
I love this one.
Nothing to do with cars, though. Yeah, so it was a long weekend. Our calendar this year worked out really nice with work. They always try to build in snow days in case school gets canceled or whatever. So they build Memorial Day weekend to be a 4-day weekend. We get Friday off unless we need to make it up, which this year we didn't need to. So we got Friday through today off. So Thursday night, my brother came over for a little bit. He brought the kids over to swim, and so they swam, and we just kind of hung out a little bit.
Yeah.
That, later on, I'm just in the house relaxing. Blanca got kind of tired. She's like, I'm going to go to bed. I was like, all right. And we usually just have our shades open a little bit, probably like 2 feet in the bottom of the window.
Oh, yeah.
But the majority of the window's covered. Never have I thought twice about that. So I'm watching some TV, and I'm getting to that point, like I'm a little bit tired, but I'm not really ready to go lay down yet. I'm just laying on the couch trying to find something to watch. And out of nowhere, this is like 11:50 at night, I hear the loudest knock on the door I've ever heard.
Shit your pants.
Just like out of nowhere. I'm like,
loud knocks are scary.
What the hell? It, like, if you've watched the movie The Strangers, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
There was a loud, fairly aggressive knock. I'm like,
I know what movie that is.
You know what I'm talking about with Liv,
they were wearing masks
Liv
or something
Taylor,
at one point.
Name?
Yeah.
Tyler. There we go.
Liv
Steven Tyler's daughter.
Yeah.
Tyler. Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, this is like instantly my brain goes to someone's going to try to break into the house.
Yeah, I'm going to get raped.
So I go over to the front door and I look out the window and there's like 3 girls outside, like 13, 14, 8th, 9th grade, somewhere that range.
Like Elena's age.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, this is almost midnight. So instantly I'm thinking there's a guy around the corner or something. Like this is like a bait type deal.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous. I go to like pull up the app on my phone, but it's like, I don't know. It just wouldn't work right away. So I'm like, because I wanted to see what the camera showed. So then I'm just like dumb. And so I'm too nice. So I opened the door and stepped out and kind of closed the door behind me. Because I'm thinking like, if it is like a bait thing, I don't want somebody getting into the house. So I'm like, hi, what's going on? And they're like, we're just walking and we're just really thirsty. Do you have like a bottle of water or something? I'm like, this is freaking weird. I'm like,
that is so weird. 11:40.
And my brain, like, I couldn't even decide what the best solution was in this scenario. It was just so like in the moment and weird. So I was like, well, let me go look. And like, I don't think I do, but let me go look. So I closed the door. I left them outside.
Did you lock it behind you?
No. Stupidly enough, no, I did not.
You should have locked it behind you. That's how it starts.
I did not. I was really, really dumb. So, but I went in. There was, of course, no water bottles because I knew that we didn't have any.
Like, yeah, I'm out.
But I'm like, they legitimately seem, it's weird because like once I was outside talking to them, they just sounded like your typical dumb kids. So I knew that they actually were thirsty. So I got them glasses of water and brought them outside to them. And then I had to
on a tray.
Get a third one because I only had 2 hands. I did not bring a tray. But they ended up drinking their water quick, and I'm like, you guys need to be really careful. Like our street gets like
There's no sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk. It's
This street's just
Kids
a
are,
road.
Like, people race down our street a lot, and just like, you guys are gonna get yourselves like killed.
There's no lights down this
So
road.
they assured me their house is really close, and then I'm thinking now, like, well, why were you stopping at my house for water then?
That's where I was at.
I know, but there was like Blanca pulled up the camera because I went to bed. I'm like, this is just too fucking weird. I don't know
if I could go to bed after
up
that
anymore.
I'd be like,
so I went into bed and I told her, I'm like, this just happened. And the thing that freaked me out, because like I hate those kinds of things anyway, because I'm like, I don't like kids just coming to the house or whatever.
No, yeah, you got to be weird. You don't want a Jared Fogle situation.
Exactly. So I'm just like,
got you.
So, but I was like, fine, because I'm like, our cameras, like we have cameras, so it's recording everything. Whatever happens, the cameras are recording. No. So
I need to get cameras, bro.
But this is what happens. Blanca pulls it up. You see the girls come up. You see me come out, and then it goes black, and it doesn't pick up until after they're gone.
Creepy.
I look at her. I'm like, no, this can't happen. I'm like, nah, because if they disappear or something, and that's the last thing that's recorded,
I'm fucked.
I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. And she goes, hold on, we have the other camera. Thank God the other camera didn't stop recording.
What made it? That's almost scary though.
It's scary. Like my heart started racing. I'm like, no. Like, what am I gonna tell the cops? I gave them water, and then they went on their way. I promise. Like,
yeah,
So anyway,
sir, we're gonna dig up your whole house.
The other camera shows them walk.
Is that the one by the garage?
No, that's the one. It's like, so we have like the doorbell camera, and then we have one up by our front window, so it shows the front of the property. So like they clearly leave, but I'm just like, it bothered me because I'm just like, I don't even know who these kids were. They were young enough, and like they're old enough to kind of be out, but I'm like, not really the way that they were. I'm like, man, their parents need to know. So, but I had no idea who these kids were.
Fucking
very weird.
If my kids are out,
our kids wouldn't be out.
No,
because I'd kick the shit out of them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, what if I found out like Elena is walking the streets at midnight? I'd be hot.
Well, one time we found out that she left our house at like 5.
Well, yes,
and that pissed us off. We're like, no, you don't ever do that again. And
that girl,
she didn't. But
I love that girl. Obviously, she's my daughter.
I don't like her. She's okay.
But like, so Blanca picked her up to go to the movies.
Not a word I heard.
Yeah, she didn't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah,
like Sadia seen her leaving and was asking what's going on, and then because they seen that there's just some random person out, they didn't know it was Blanca at the time,
right?
And then that's how they found out. But Elena was, if she could have walked and left, and we would have never known. She didn't say a word like where she's going, what she's doing. She just boop, 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 boop.
Man,
like, girl, you need to say something. But no, that'd be scary though. Fucking midnight.
Well, that was the issue. Like, I've played it back and like, what should I have done? And like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, in the moment.
Don't be that guy where come. I'll take you home.
No. Well, see, that's the problem. Is like, there's no real solution to it. I'm like,
ethics.
The only thing I thought about later, I could have like had them give me their parents' number and called their parent, but it didn't dawn on me at that moment. Like, what do that? But I'm just like,
why are you walking?
I know, like there were so many questions, and I really like felt like I'm gonna get jumped or something. Like I felt when I closed the door behind me, I was like really ready for somebody else to come around the corner or something. Like, so why I went outside in the first place? It's just that social pressure of like, there's these kids on my doorstep. I don't know. It was.
Can you guys leave, please?
The smartest move. I know.
I don't know what I would do in that situation. I know I joke and say I'll do some stuff.
I know, but it's like it was so like in the moment. And weird and just weird.
It's weird. This is why it's weird for me. So where Tom's house is, it's not like it's a neighborhood like you picture, just like your typical neighborhood.
House by house. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can just walk around. Like there's one fucking road.
Yeah.
And there's no sidewalks.
Side streets coming off of it.
There's no lights. There's no lights.
Right.
I don't think down the whole road.
Not really. By the school. There's
I think by the school. And then once you get closer to the Olympia.
Right.
Other than that, it's dark. So that's what's even weirder. And it's not like your house is like up front, like, hey, I'm right here. There's like a whole
what these
trees
said,
and like
I know. But what the girls said, they said your lights were on. So they could see that the lights were on. And then when Blanca played the thing back, they're coming out to the door and you can hear what they're saying. And they're just like, if he says that like we can't have water, then we'll just leave. Like we'll just like they're talking themselves up. Like we can ask. I'm like, don't ask. You're not gonna random people's houses. Like you're almost home. This is the most dangerous thing in the world. I'm like, you're going into some random person's house. Nobody knows you're there, and you're taking open glasses of water from this person. It's like,
well, that's the thing. Yeah.
And then I'm nice to them. So now they're going to like all the time be like, hey, we should just go ask somebody for water.
You're getting asked, like I said, like a cat.
Oh my God.
They're going to be like cats. And just anytime they're hungry or thirsty.
Do you have crackers? If they ever come back and be like, girls, no.
The thing happening.
Next time I will be like, hey, give me your parents' number.
On the picture that we got sent, because we got sent, like this just happened kind of thing.
Blanca wanted to know if you guys knew who the kids were or something.
Alicia said she thought we recognized one of them.
Yeah.
She thought she'd seen walking up and down. Because we drive down this road. We pass his house.
Well, you have to.
If
you go in past our house, you're going somewhere. Like there's really no
anytime I go to the grocery store,
area.
Walmart, anything, I'm passing your house.
Right.
We always do this too.
We know.
Yeah. There's been times I've honked.
Yeah.
So if you ever hear random honks by your house, I'm saying hi.
Okay. I thought it was some asshole out there.
Who the fuck you talking?
Every time.
No, that'd be fucking crazy though.
Yeah, it was nuts. It felt like a horror movie. It really, really did.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think too. Like, I know how this movie ends.
I know. Well, I did too, and I walked right into it. I'm telling you, folks, we would all run upstairs. We would. Every one of us would run upstairs.
Welcome to Just Weird Minute. Tom's missing. We're trying to find him.
If you know anything about
any listeners out there, our millions of listeners that we think we have.
God.
No.
Speaking of that. That's a good segue. So I was talking to a guy at work, not Mike, another guy that teaches.
Keep talking. I'm just going to grab a tissue.
Yeah, go for it. And he was talking about different jobs. Like, because last year I taught summer school, and he was asking if I was going to do it again. He's doing summer school, and I said, nah. He goes, oh, well, you have a job. And I'm like, oh, I do? And he's like, yeah, you're on a podcast, right? And I laughed. I'm like, well, we don't currently get paid for the podcast that we do. He was shocked.
He was shocked.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Maybe we should start charging for this wonderful service that we provide. No, I don't think we're quite there yet. But
no, I mean, I think one day it would be sweet.
That would be sweet.
I'm not going to lie. It'd be cool to have
awesome
like
to get paid.
A supplement.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful to get paid. But it was an honor.
Hey, whoever subscribed, who's ever our 69th subscriber on YouTube, thank you.
We got one this week, huh?
Just yesterday, I think.
So look, I mean, hey, we're building subscribers. We have more and more people watching the videos.
You know, and the truth is, we're kind of lazy with release and stuff.
Well, and if we were like truly professional about it, but then it'd be a real job. Like, let's face it, if this were a better podcast, it would be like a second.
Whoa! This is a great podcast.
I know it is. I'm just saying.
No, yeah.
Like, you get what you pay for.
If this was a better podcast, it's a shitty podcast.
If this are worth listening to, which is another great segue because my dad, I went out, they were at a campground around here. They are at a campground for Memorial Day. And I went up and my mom goes, yeah, your dad tried to listen to your podcast.
Oh,
and
God.
I go, oh, yeah. And Dad goes, yeah, I mean, I listened to part of it. I tried to listen to it. I'm like,
which
happened?
episode?
And she goes, well, your dad just Googled it, and then it came up with all this other weird stuff. Like, yeah, you can't just Google it. Like, you got to go to like.
Dad, subscribe.
My dad, he doesn't know how internet works. So,
Mr. Parham, just subscribe on YouTube.
He's a good man. He tries, but I always used to laugh because when he would get on Google, he would always click on the first thing, like the advertisements.
Oh, yeah.
And then never know where he was and get totally angry and then to be like, that's why computers are stupid. You clicked on an advertisement. So not really, but anyway, so he's trying. We have another subscriber if he knew how to subscribe. But
no, that's cool. That's cool.
If you factor in all the people who would subscribe if they knew how, I think we're at least at 72.
It would be interesting to know what he thought if he heard some of our.
I know. I think he'd like it.
I think
he'd be impressed. He'd be like,
I always tell people, so our older stuff's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
we were learning. We were trying to figure out.
I think the stuff we spoke about was pretty similar, really.
It's all the same.
We were just super drunk sometimes.
Just sometimes, yeah, we drank a little.
I know I was super drunk multiple times.
I think I kept it together most of the time. There was one time, I think, that I remember really letting it loose.
Yeah,
But even then, I don't think we
you'd
went
get
out of
pretty
hand.
toasty. But like I would get extra toasty.
Yeah.
I was like deep throating the mic that one time, and I don't remember doing that until I like looked back.
I remember that. But
my throat still hurts.
No, I think we've evolved. People have watched us evolve as humans, and that's life, and that's where we are. We're much better people now than we were even.
Well, I think that's the thing too. Is like we kind of like as we progressed, we've been like, okay, this works, this doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like for us anyway.
Well, that's kind of the fun thing. Is like,
so now we're kind of like we have that routine where like Sundays,
right,
we record.
Yeah.
My issue is just trying to get the like videos out a little quicker.
Yeah.
This last time was tough just because of the new sound.
Yeah.
That I had to cut it actually.
That's right.
It was too long.
Yeah. Hey, somebody out there, let us know. Do you like the new music? What do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
I do.
But I know what it feels like, Sammy the Bull, when someone changes the music on you.
Yeah.
It just
go back to the old stuff.
Doesn't feel right, Sammy.
Yeah, we gotta go back to that old stuff. I don't know.
That music.
Like it sounds cool. I was listening to it the other day actually, and it sounds good. And then I don't know that the hip hop portion of it. I don't really
with the
like
hip hop music.
No, it just doesn't work for that.
Fit. The old, whatever reason they changed it, the old music just really was.
It had that Godfather, like
it set the tone. It was very dramatic.
I felt like I was in Italy.
Yeah, and he like brings up, you hear that little twinkle kind of noise.
Yeah,
as he's talking
this is
about
our
the thing coming up. Yeah. Was it Bergenhurst? Where is it?
Yeah,
Bergenhurst, Brooklyn, 1975.
Yeah, they stopped doing that too.
I know. I want that back. Sammy the Bull. I want the guy saying when it happened.
Boogerhurst, Brooklyn.
Boogerhurst, Brooklyn.
2023.
That's with the rappers. I love it.
No,
I absolutely love it.
Going back to like the making money thing on the podcast. So I had an interview, right? I don't know, about a month or so ago, right? And they asked, they always ask that super, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Or where would you like to see yourself? Or
a YouTuber.
I pretty much said that. I go, ideally, I mean, it'd be sweet. Like, cause like the way you question it was like, what would your dream job be?
Like,
kind of like, and I was like, honestly, I go, so me and a buddy, we do a podcast. Ideally it would be sweet to be able to make money and do that for a living,
Yeah.
So that's probably why I didn't get the job. He's like, this guy's fucking stupid.
Okay, dreamer. No, I was.
That's how he ended it with that song, Dreamer.
That would be We'll name this episode "Dreamers." Blanc and I were listening to. God, I can't. Smart Less. That's what it's called. There's the Will Arnett and Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes, the guy that plays Jack in Will and Grace.
Oh yeah.
Those three are together, and they do like a podcast, and they're funny together. And it's like it's fun to do this. I'm listening to them talk, and like we're not famous, we're not probably as funny as they are, but I'm like
funnier.
It's just like I'm watching them have fun. I'm like, that's why we do it, whether we make money at it or not. We don't really. We keep saying like, oh, we're a podcast about like men, or we're a podcast about dads, or about family. Like at the end, we just get together and we talk about whatever's going on.
Yeah. So
it's like it's fun. It's fun to do.
So I had a meeting with someone at work. We were, obviously it was work related.
Yeah.
And it was just like a, your typical Zoom style.
Yeah.
We were talking about a project or whatever. And at the end of it, he brings up, oh, tell me about your podcast.
Nice.
So, I kind of just tell him. And I was like, I forget what question he asked, but basically I was like, well, at the end of the day, like the conversations me and my buddy Tom have, they're going to happen regardless if we're recording or not. The stuff you hear us talk about most of the time,
it's pretty much what we would talk about regardless. It's just maybe a little more directed because we're like, we realize we'll go on a certain microphones.
Right. We're going to like maybe a certain situation, but a lot of the stuff,
content wise,
if we could record prior to this, man, we would get some other stuff too. Because the stuff
we're just going to be hot mic all the time.
Like we've said before, there's been times where we've had some probably better stuff before recording.
Well, there's moments like there's especially in wintertime for me, like we've talked about our feelings. Like I'm feeling great now.
For sure. The sun's
it's
out,
sunny,
the gun's
it's nice. Out. Yeah. But it's like there are those weeks where there's just like you're not clicking, and there's like you kind of got to build yourself up to it, which is weird.
Gotta hype it.
Yeah, for a while there, that wasn't happening at all. But there was a good couple weeks for me in like February.
Oh no, I've been there. Today was like that for me actually. Like
Really?
I woke up and I was like,
well, you had a lot of crap happen yesterday though.
I was like, I kind of don't feel like doing much, and then I was like, no, I want to, but I do.
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
owe it to the fans.
Do you ever do that? Like,
yeah.
Do you ever feel like you want to do it, but you just don't?
There's too much to do,
but you should. Kind of like that's how I felt. Like I was
totally
like, I don't feel like it, but I do feel like it.
This whole weekend I felt that way. We cleaned the whole house, and I was like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I want to do something else. I hate this. And then it's cleaning. Like, this is really nice.
It looks good. Yeah, at the end, the finished product. Yeah, but that's how we get.
We have like 200 dogs in the house right now because we foster. We were down to almost
literally. They have 200 dogs.
We have this dog Chaos, who's great. He's huge. He's a Cane Corso, which is an Italian Mastiff. So if you guys know what a Mastiff is,
he's a big boy.
He's got 3 legs and a cherry eye. He's like he's almost like a cartoon dog. Like you just imagine all the issues this guy has, but he's like the sweetest dog in the world.
He is very sweet.
Horrible gas though. We have to help him in and out of the car. We took him to Spokane on Friday to get checked. That there's a veterinarian there that can do his cherry eye surgery. Probably work. I was getting him out of the car, and I have to lift his back end up because with 3 legs he can't really hop in and out on his own. Did
he gas you?
My Lord, I accidentally squeezed his belly as I was pulling him out. He ripped one really good, like almost directly into my face. It was close. It was close. I like almost fell on the ground laughing. But he's a good dog.
Yeah, he is.
But now we've got 2 for another organization. We've got 2 for the Humane Society right now. It's like
you can find one on the road or something.
Crazy.
The one that's like
no. There's one that's wasn't found on the road, but Blanca's cousin knew somebody that needed to get a dog, and this dog is very, very anxious. So we got just a house full of dogs, but that means there's like dog hair everywhere. They poop and pee everywhere. So we were like deep cleaning carpets again. I swear Blanca deep cleans carpets twice a week, and you would never know. It just looks
more power to her, because that would drive me crazy.
Well, it does drive us a little bit bonkers, but at the end of the day, we enjoy the dogs. So it's like, one of these days, I just need to bring a dog. You know what would give us instant ratings? I just need to start bringing one of the pups in and be present for our podcast.
We'll get those
the dog of the week.
There you go.
We'll do a dog of the week.
Get the little puppy.
Yeah. Bring Chaos in. He'll knock everything over, make a mess.
He probably would. Actually, he'd probably just sit here.
He is so big. We just put a chair with him in it. He'd be taller than us, probably. He's gigantic.
He is. He's like 100 and something pounds.
I don't know if he's ever going to get adopted. Truly, like,
would you be sad?
Though? I would kind of be sad. I want him to be adopted. I think he'd be happy without as many dogs around. But like, he's a happy guy. He's just kind of.
Well, the little dogs always lick his face.
Coco's the worst. We have a little dog. The one foster fail that we did, Sammy just brought this dog over. We were going to put it through the system, but it was too cute. And so, like, we were young enough into this thing where we would fail. And now it's like they're all cute. So you just learn you can't do it because you'll just end up with a billion dogs.
Broke with a billion
She's
dogs.
the worst. She licks his eye all the time. Then he snaps at her and she's like, "Rah!" But then she goes right back to it. And like, come on, smarten up.
Why is he so mad? I'm just licking his eye. I would love it if someone licked my eye.
Seriously, she would. Joni will lick her every once in a while. Joni will treat her like her baby.
Joni will lick
Coco.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll just take her because Joni's kind of a crotchety old gal now. She's our golden lab retriever mix.
She's like one of your oldest dogs.
She is. She and Cupcake.
Yeah, her and Cupcake.
Cupcake, who Elena named. It fits though. She's a little Maltese, so
yeah, she's a cute little puppy.
She's fun. She's my baby. She's getting really old.
The baby.
She's been weird the last few days.
Oh,
she's just been more lethargic. Like, she just seems like an old lady. She just curls up and sleeps a lot.
Aww.
God dang it, Cupcake. Come on.
Don't do this to me.
I know. She had that little stroke thing a while ago.
She's like, I just got one eye that's crooked.
Like, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Man, everything's good. Just let me. So she does sometimes. Not all the time. Not often, but she does sometimes. I hate it. I hate it when they get old.
Just bury them.
Just bury her alive. Just, you know what, honey? Get in the hole.
Come on.
No, she's going to be hard. And when she goes, it's going to be hard to deal with.
Yeah.
But she's been our baby for a long time.
We're live here. Cupcake has passed.
Yeah.
What's your reaction? How do you feel?
Coming to you live. This is a really hard time for me. Well, she was just on the bed, and all of a sudden she was gone.
You fucked up.
Back to you in the studio.
But here, I got a question of the week.
Yeah.
I really do.
I hope so.
I really fucking do. If my phone would work. Okay. Like how I just abruptly ended. Fuck it. Because we're starting to talk nonsense. I think.
I was talking serious, but
what about that segue? Let's just end it.
What you're talking about sucks. Okay, so the end of the show here. What's your question? What's your question? You asked.
I know. Sorry.
I thought I was being funny, but that's fine. That's fine. Fuck it.
You were being hilarious.
It's over. No, I like it. Let's do it. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll this thing.
I actually kind of feel bad now.
I'm done.
And I'm back.
Okay.
Fine. We're just joking.
So
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for you listeners, we're not actually angry.
Oh, my phone has like a virus.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, question of
the week. Let's do this.
So, oh shit, he is mad.
I'm freaking angry.
He's so furious. I fucked him up.
Okay.
No, but
there we go.
So my question is basically: do you ever like, if someone doesn't like you, because that's going to happen. If someone doesn't like you, do you ever find yourself acting different to be accepted? So do you change your personality, or you act a little like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think intentionally.
Yeah.
I think like
not your personality, but you change things that you typically wouldn't do, but you're just trying to be like trying to get their acceptance, like, hey, like me.
Angers me how much I have to be liked by everybody. Yeah, that angers me, and then I think I overthink it, and then I don't know if I change or if I just perceive that I'm changing. Yeah. It angers me.
I think I do the same thing. I don't know if that's just a natural thing for most people. Yeah. No one wants to be not liked.
Well, like, why do people just not like you? Unless you're a total dick or something. Like, why?
Yeah. Hey, what did I do to you?
Like somebody.
I slapped you the other day. Like, why are you mad at me?
Yeah.
I cut you off from talking. Why are you so mad?
Took some money from your wallet. I'm sorry.
Come on and throw that pen at me. He's like, I don't like you.
Cut me off. You don't think I'm funny.
I never said that.
I know.
I did cut you off, though.
No, you didn't. You stopped.
But no, like, you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know. I was just saying, I don't know what made me think about that. I was just driving and it like just popped in my head, or I maybe heard something that kind of like, I was like, you know what? That's kind of a good question.
Yeah. No, it's
like,
funny.
Do you do that for acceptance? Like,
yeah. I had my work review. I guess you call it. I don't even know what we call it. I'm trying to remember. It's not, we don't call it a review, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a review.
And my principal, like, I met with her one-on-one, and she was like, I've been doing this like committee in the building, and I've been pretty like, I talk a lot in it. I have ideas and I share and stuff, but I'm usually really quiet at staff meetings and stuff, and I'm like super loud. And it was funny because she was like talking about that aspect of it. She's like about being a part of the group, and she was like, sharing ideas and that kind of stuff. And she's like, it's funny. She's like, I'm not used to having you be like a big voice in the room. And I forget how she worded it, and I kind of laughed. Like, I'm such a weird person that way. Like, I really do like to talk and joke around and share, and be like, I can be really loud, and I think funny. People probably disagree, but
no, you're pretty funny.
But I can also, like, if I don't know the crowd, very quiet.
That's how
don't really want to stand out. Don't really care to be seen. I'll just, especially in a staff meeting, I'm like, I just want to get out of the staff meeting.
Who does?
I just want it to be over. There are people that talk. I mean, there's always people that talk in staff meetings, but I'm not one.
Do you
of
ever
them.
find yourself like, shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I just like, I mean, politely, because I like everything.
No, in your head,
it's just like,
that,
buddy, you didn't ask this question. You could probably be done now. And I don't want to be that guy that just has to ask something all the time. But it's
and there's genuine, like reasons sometimes where you do ask.
There's like legit reasons, and then there's illegit reasons.
Yeah, we get that a lot at my work too.
Yeah,
where it's just like, dude, can you just shut?
But it's always like
up?
I don't know. But anyway, it was funny to me. I'm like, I know that's totally me. You nailed me.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, I don't know. I'm the same way. Like during any kind of meeting, I keep quiet unless they're gonna ask me a question, I'll answer it. But
if
I don't have to talk, I'm pretty like low key. But then, like you said, I can talk to people and I can laugh.
Yeah, but it's like it's all
I
about
don't think I'm funny, but like I can, you know,
the size of the group and
Yeah.
like if I'm
vibe.
I don't know. Yeah, like
Yeah.
if I walk into a room full of people, I don't know them, and they all know each other. There's no way I'm going to talk. I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be the weird guy that just is quiet. And they're going to be like, "That guy's a dud." That guy
I'll
sucks."
be that weird guy that'll be like, "Wow,
And then I'm going to be like,
in here.
"Why does nobody like me?" And I'm going to start acting weird because I want people to like me.
like me, bitch?"
Yeah, seriously. I'll be like Britney Spears. I'll just start spinning around, recording myself. Blanca showed me a video. They think somebody's pretending to be her. Did you see
Oh
that?
God, no.
No, somebody, she does this thing and somebody slowed it down and her face changes like here. So you know how they do the face filter?
Uh-huh.
I think there's something to that.
I would be shocked. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Give it time. They're gonna. I don't know. They need to figure something out about how to like track this stuff,
I know.
like
the
some kind of
AI
like
stuff's
algorithm
bad.
where they can see like it's been altered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
No, because
this
that's the
ain't-
thing. It's going to get dangerous. It's going
Well,
real dangerous, folks.
Like it's so cool when you think about it, but I always think about the like I said like the bad stuff about
Well,
it.
I always like
dude,
say it starts with fun, but there's a darker side to all this.
Oh,
like
yeah, someone's gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna use this against that person.
they already have. I mean, yeah, they already have, man.
No, they said I could have full custody of these kids. Listen to the voice.
All of a sudden, they're going to be
That wouldn't
like,
be.
"It's not Memorial Day. You're late for work because my AI says so." And you're like,
God.
"No, it's Memorial Day." They're going to be like, "No,
It's such a trip though, that whole
December 8th."
AI stuff.
You're going to be like, "Shit, it's December 8th. AI is telling me it's got to be true."
It's true.
They're going to AI snow outside of your house in the middle of summer, and you're not going to know what to do.
There's already stuff where people think they're faking snow, so we're like altering the weather.
Nobody can believe anything anymore.
Wait, it's snowing in July?
Look at this, guys. I got this video.
No,
out
I've
of
seen.
Mexico.
Yeah, I've seen a video like that where it's like this isn't real snow and it's like plasticky snow or something stupid. I'm like,
Really? Bro, we've had that snow since I was like 8.
yeah,
Movies
No.
have had that snow. I don't know. AI though, man. Yeah.
gotta love it.
I don't like AI.
But anyway,
So, good question. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial
if
Day,
you listen
everyone.
to this after Memorial Day, hopefully you had a happy Memorial Day.
happy after Memorial Day.
Happy shitty day where you have to work.
God, I don't. I know I'm not looking forward to working.
Yeah, I got 2 more weeks and I'm off for summer.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
I got. I know. God, I want to get into be. Actually, I don't know how the IT side of a school district would work.
They work all the time. They
Yeah,
get
emails
emails at like
never mind.
9 p.m. They're like, "Yep, internet issue still happening. We'll update you." And then we get all their update emails once internet's working.
Well, no, I
again.
just wonder how it works. Like during
they
no school
they
year.
work normal.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Never mind.
office.
I need to become a
the
teacher.
building closes early, but they all work.
Yeah. Figured.
I did the math on being an administrator, and I was like, hourly wage. I wouldn't really make more. I just would work more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
I'm like,
sure.
no,
No
I
thanks.
think I'm going to stay in the classroom.
Yeah. Someone asked me my hourly, and I'm like, I don't get. I'm a salary employee, so
Yeah.
So sometimes it's cool. They're like, oh, that's so. I'm like,
Not really. Yeah, salary comes with its benefits. But
like it's
also-
not cool when I'm working late and you guys are getting paid and I ain't.
right.
Like once 5 hits, anything after that,
Right.
or before 8,
Right.
nah, it's free. It's free labor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my job works pretty much the same. Like I don't really get.
I mean, but I don't.
time outside of it, but
Yeah, same
sometimes
here.
you just do it because it makes your day job easier.
Like, I did a site visit. I had to stay, over the night or whatever. So I left like a Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid for that Sunday. I'm
Right.
getting paid for the mileage though.
There you go. That's nice.
So yeah, boring. Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll end it.
anyway, hey, and I drink coffee in the morning. And
Sometimes it makes me want to poop.
maybe
No,
it's
I'm just kidding.
time to end it.
Actually, coffee doesn't do that to me. But anyway, yeah, you guys have a great weekend.
Hey guys,
And Something. Just have a fucking great day.
I don't know,
We're
you
ending
guys.
this.
This is the worst ending I
Man.
think we've ever had.
It's fine.
We've
It's
done this
fine.
over a year and a half, folks.
We still don't know how to
over
end
a
the
year
fucking
and a half.
podcast.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
Bye bye.
I thought he was tripped up by that too.
Oh,
Uh,
looks like my head's moving.